So let me start off by saying how perfect this day is. It is like 15 degrees, a little bit of a breeze. It's perfect because Ottawa's summers can get to like 30 degrees. So like a nice morning where you can just kind of walk around is great. Anyways, on my screen here, you're gonna see that I'm at a gym right now. And if you can see over here, there's 3 gyms across here, and there's one over in the distance there and one in the distance there. Basically, when I started, these gyms were always yellow. And I started taking them in the mornings, and Yellow and I went back and forth. And what ended up happening was I met them. It was a couple. I met them, and they're like, "So you're Dan Ottawa?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm guessing you're these 2 people. And they're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "So I normally take them in the morning, but like as long as you guys kick me out, like I can like just as long as I get my 50 coins, I don't care." And they're like, "Yeah, same with us." So basically what happened is I had an agreement that I would take these 5 gyms in the mornings and they would take it at the night. So that is how I get the coins. So I don't pay for them. I just take them. Who just did a drive-by to put this in? I was just about to take this gym out. I'm sorry for this person that I'm now going to take out your Pokemon that you just put in. But so basically what happened was we did this for years, like 2 years, 3 years into COVID. And then they moved away. So now we don't have this agreement. As you saw, it's a blue here that just dropped another Pokemon in, right? So there isn't that sort of arrangement anymore. So it's a little tougher now. I still try and just like go in the mornings either for a walk or just drive to these locations to take them out. But that is basically how I get my coins. So I'm gonna sit here and take this gym out, and we're gonna talk a bit more about expectations, because I think that is an important one. So, the problem is, as a free-to-play player, is a lot of people, there's a lot of FOMO in this game, right? You've invested so much time into this game. Some people invested so much money that they just like don't want to, they're worried about not getting the Pokemon, not getting the legendary, not getting whatever. As a free-to-play player, your expectations need to be beyond low, right? You need to understand that you will not get the legendaries. I have one level 50 legendary, Lugia, which I grinded pretty hard for using my free passes and the boxes that I've used. I don't have a hundo. I've done like, how many times has Mewtwo been around? Like 50 times? And I've done like, I don't know, 20-ish, 25 Mewtwo raids. Like you really just need to lower your expectations of like what you can get. I also think that I have the advantage of I don't care about many aspects of this game. So a lot of people care. So I took this gym, I'll just throw one in and then I'll start walking to the next gym. A lot of people, like I don't care about shinies. I don't care about shinies. For those of you who know, I played red and gold and then I stopped. So shinies weren't even a thing. So I don't have this connection to shinies like some people do. So I don't have connection to shiny like some people do. And then, yeah, as long as you like don't care about having like level 50 maxed out Pokemon, stuff like that, it's managing your expectations. I don't care about hatching. I think hatching is one of the most pay to play parts of this games. So I don't really hatch. I hatch my free eggs. If there's like a good box for like 1,200-1,400 coins that I can buy with my free coins that I get, if they have like 20 incubators, I'll buy it. Other than that, I don't put any emphasis into the eggs. So when you don't put emphasis into the eggs, you don't put emphasis into the shiny. You're also very specific with your rating, right? So for the next month, we have like the Lake Trio, which are kind of useless overall unless you want like a Dex entry and shiny. You have the Heatrans coming back. That poison jellyfish there. So for the most part, I will use just my free raid passes on that. I do have, if you look at let's pop this up. I do have 79 premium passes because I've collected them from GBL, if there's like a box of like 20, that's a good deal. I'll buy those with my free coins. So with my coins right now, I have 1560, right? I have 1560 with 79 green passes, But if we go into my incubators right now, I got my free one on the 5K. I do have 10 and 12Ks here, but like if you go to the incubate, I have, what's that? 1, 2, like 3 or a couple. Well, these 3 uses are interesting. So like, what's that? Like 8 or 9 of those, and then 4 2x uses there. So I basically have like 15, 16 more incubators that I can use before I'm down to 0. And again, I could start using them on 10 to 12K because I think that's probably when you want to use them. Maybe what I'll probably do is just wait for a like half or quarter distance event, and then I will use them there. So that is how I'm a free-to-play player. So let's keep going and put more of our Pokemon in gyms. Hey YouTube, there is a searching for gold event on right now, and Specimen Unknown, thank you again. He buys me every single ticket for these events, and he already bought me GoFest Global, so I will be doing GoFest at the end of August. But right now it is the searching for gold. So there's 2 things in this event I actually want. There is Lickitung out there, and I need about 30, 40 more XL candies for Lickitung, so I'm going to focus on that. And then there's Sableye, and Sableye you can stack these for dust for later, so I'm going to stack these because it's about 750 dust per, so 3 times on a 3 times event, 2250 plus star piece is a lot, so that is what I'm going to aim for. So we'll see how it goes. Hey YouTube, it is now officially 2 o'clock. I have the research task here, which is this complete field research task, is all the same, and I think that will award you, I think, 1 of everything, and then you get to choose what you want to do. So I'm sitting right on a stop here. Let's just spin this to see what the task is. Explore, earn a candy with your buddy. Okay, that was going to take a little while, so let's do this one. And can I reach this? What's this one say? Make 3 curveball throws in a row, and this one, got to walk a little here. I'm starting, unfortunately, you either go with the parks that I went in the morning, or if you go to the busy streets, you're going to hear the cars, but this is where a lot of the stops are. Make 3 great throws. So 3 curveball throws in a row with 3 great throws. I think I can do that. Let's just start with this. The tasks, the Pokemon themselves are whatever. Like I said, I care about Sableye and care about Lickitung. The rest of these, if I get a shiny, sure. Like I said this morning, I'm not a shiny hunter, so this event is a little lost on me, but we will see what we can do. Okay, there's 1. Now seems probably a good time to turn on an incense because I don't use them regularly. Might as well use them now. A Blastoise? Okay, Blastoise it is. Let's gold in this. I got the second curveball throw, but I lost the streak for the great throw. I'm not... The problem is, I'm not good with the one hand. If you saw my Poke Daxi video, you'll know that I cannot do this with one hand. So let's just get the 3 curveball throws, which I did. Okay, Blastoise really does not want to stay in the ball, which is fine. Oh my god. Oh, and it's just 3 great throws. Okay, so looks like I hit all of those. Okay, bye Blastoise. I don't care about you right now. I care about, let's do 1 task. It is a Sableye. Perfect, right? This is what we want. We want these Sableyes. So basically what you do is you bury it, say, thank you Sableye, go away for now. And when you stack those tasks, unfortunately the day tasks have to be 2 hours, 56 minutes, aka you have to claim all these by the end of the day. So I am going to start catching these. And then we are going to, I think you can choose which Pokemon you want, and I want Sableye because Sableye is going to be key for dust. So let's get that. It's kind of tough to see in the sun, I'm not going to lie. The Barboach. Okay, so far no shinies, but whatever. I'm gonna see if I can run from that right now. I know I need to claim it by the end, but I think I'm gonna stack a bunch of Sableyes today. Oh, I must complete the other one. Okay, it's not allowing me to. Because my plan is, I know that if you choose like a Sableye path, you eventually get like 10. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save as many Sableyes from those 10 and then use maybe a star piece at the ending. So there's 750 dust, thank you. Where is the taskings? 2 more here. Caterpie. is a Caterpie, right? Because these event spawns are kind of like whatever. Like Barboach, I guess, has a whiz cache if you want to catch a good whiz cache for Great League now. It is decent. Check out the video tomorrow. Otherwise, like Caterpie is whatever. Magikarp, I mean, Gyarados has had like multiple events already, so if you don't have a Gyarados yet, I would be surprised. Okay, so we're done that tasking. Let's claim the 1,000 here. And then he comes on, and I remember you get to choose which one you want. So we are gonna choose Sableye. Yes, I want that dust. So basically what that does is, where the next tasks, come on, where are you? I believe that the Sableye, or maybe the Sableye comes up with more tasks here. I thought you get like 10 potential catches here. But we are gonna start walking and see what we can catch. Ludicolo, let's catch that. And then I'm gonna go to the park with more stops, and I'll turn it back on and we'll talk then. Hey YouTube, I'm at a park, so it's away from the road, so it's not as loud. I did get the taskings, and basically you have to just do 10 research tasks. These will all be Sableyes plus rewarded Sableye, so that's quite a lot of dust. The actual tasking themselves, battle and gym, spin 2 stops, not hard. I have 2 problems with this event. So that's the pro, right? Easy taskings, easy dust to get. I have 2 problems with the thing. One is you need 10 tasks, right? So if I was doing this event and I had the car, my wife and kids have the car right now. If I had a car, I would be driving around because you need Pokestops. And I'm in a suburb, like I said, I'm not downtown where you can just hit a Pokestop here and there. I'm in a suburb, so you need to go to these parks, which are not far from each other, but they're not close. So like walking takes like 15, 20 minutes, as we hear the siren in the background. So that's the first problem. So if you don't have a lot of stops near you, this event is terrible, right? The other thing is these Pokemon, as you can see, little doggy, Typole, Altaria there, Pikipek. The actual Pokemon themselves are not great. I think what you're really hoping for, that's great. That's another Sableye I can stack. So I think honestly, I don't even think the normal event spawns are what I care about. I would honestly just care about finding these tasks and hopefully getting either like shiny Pokemon here or Sableyes that I can stack and then go out. So I don't think that, I haven't seen a Lickitung yet. I was really hoping to see some Lickitungs. So I haven't seen that, but I will keep grinding. I'm gonna go back to the road there because I know that there is like 3 more, basically over there, 3 more stop things I can get, and then I'll start walking back in the neighborhood. But like once I hit all those stops and the ones in the neighborhood, I don't have any others nearby, right? So I'm essentially done. So that's the only sort of drawback of this that I've noticed, but we will keep going and see what we get. Okay, so this event is basically what I just said. So I have done 8 tasks out of 10. I have 1 here. I'm gonna spin my first, I'm gonna spin my first 1 for potential coins, no coin drop, okay? Use 3 pineapples. There's a couple of executors here, whatever, I'll catch those. Basically, I'm gonna finish this tasking and then head back home. Like once I get to 10, I'll catch all the Sableyes. I haven't seen a shiny yet, but I will do these tasks and start heading home. Pick up maybe a couple others along the way, but overall, I just kind of joked on Twitter. They should name this event I Hope You Have a Car, because the only way to play this event really is if you have a lot of Pokestops around, and if you don't, you need to drive to them. And if you don't have access to either, then you really can't play this event. You can play the wild spawns, but the wild spawns are not amazing. So it is what it is. I think I'll do more thoughts at home or on the trail. I think Niantic's like oversaturating with these events every week, in my opinion. They're doing it for the sake of doing it. So that's kind of my thoughts on it, but I'll catch these pineapples, not the other one. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I will let you know how it goes. I am back home. I am sweating, but I did the task. So a couple things. One, what I said earlier, like the spawns weren't great, and if you don't have access to a car or you don't have stops close together, you're gonna have a tough time with this. So I ended up getting like 12 tasks in general, and that was with about 45 minutes of walking around. The first part of this video, where I brought you on a walk this morning, actually killed me because I went to go spin one of those Pokestops and nothing came up, because if you did the research task in the morning, you don't have access to these research tasks now. So I wasn't able to get them. So that is unfortunate. I did, let's just see this one. I'll just try and finish these two. Is a sableye, so we will bank that. I will catch, actually I don't even, Bulbasaur is going to be too tough to catch. I only need to make 2 more curveball throws for this. So let's just actually look at this, because I did catch a couple shinies on the way. Pooch there, not bad IVs for PvP, and a nose pass, right? So 2 shinies. Rest of the stuff was not bad. I've deleted some stuff already, so it's not like all the Pokemon that I caught. Let's now, I have to do this before the goes up. I could let a star piece, because this is about 7,500, probably 8,200 dust. So 1.5 times is like 12,000 dust, but I only have like 20 left, and I think for me, they are much more valuable for like Go Battle League days, when you have like 3 times win reward dust. I think that's when I probably am going to be using them. So I'm going to catch these. If you guys just want to stay with me, we'll just keep talking here, and then I will call this event a day and start editing for tomorrow. So I like I said, I like these. I think I stacked about, out of the 12 research tasks I had, I think 4 were sableye, which is great, because that's 3,000 dust stacked, times 3 is 9,000, times the star piece is like 14,500, right? So that's good for the future there. Yeah, in terms of the events, let's just talk about what I was talking about earlier, about how I think Niantic is going too hard with these weekly events. And the problem is, we got a shiny. Let's use some light. So there's this, so sableye, nose pass, and pooch for shinies. So not bad in 45 minutes of work, plus 4 stacks sableye. So it's not like a nothing event. I just think that if I had my car, back-to-back shinies. How jealous are you going to be, Poke Daxi? Back in the day, there was like, these actually weekly events are almost sort of new too, quite honestly. Back in the day, there were times where you would have like weeks without an event. So I don't mind them actually doing these like weekly or every like sort of 2-week events, because switching up the spawn pool is quite nice. So I don't mind that. What I mind is, I work during the week, make all these videos, kids and stuff like that. I now on what's supposed to be my relaxing weekend, need to make a decision about this game, of whether I now spend it's not a long part of the day, it's 3 hours, but whether I spend part of the day, and I can't spend all 3 hours, right? Because I can't just be like, sorry wife, I have to go spend the majority of my afternoon every weekend to do an event here. I can't do that, right? So I need to decide which event are my priorities, and then which events I don't care about and I'm gonna like skip. So I obviously participated in this test because Specimen Unknown bought me this ticket. I don't think this event was a terrible one. I just think that there was some flaws in the thought process behind it. Looks like the shiny rate's fine, right? I got 2 shiny sableyes. I got 4 shinies in total in 45 minutes of work, which is fine. It's just like, if you don't have access to these research tasks, this event was extremely limited to you. So if I had not been bought this ticket, I wouldn't have left this house for this event. So tiny sableye, And there we go. So that is the event. Yeah. Let me know if you enjoy these type of vlogs, because Axiu's next weekend. I'll probably do Axiu, because I think I'll have the car next week, and my parents are in town, so I can actually just be like, it's peace, spend time with the kids. I'm gonna go do this for a couple hours. So Axiu is a big one, so I'm gonna do a vlog for Axiu Community Day. Plus I'll have the car to drive around, and like you'll see how much easier it is to drive around. So I'm actually gonna talk about that next week, because like I said, I walked a couple probably 2 to 3 kilometers here. No, way more than that. Probably like 4 or 5 kilometers here. Hit only 11 stops and maybe 1 to 2 sort of full areas. The one park there and the one parking lot, which I know has a bunch. So I'm gonna just show you the advantage of using a car next week for Community Day, to show you how much better it is to grind in Pokemon Go. So stay tuned for that. And tomorrow, double dose of GBL Pokemon. It's gonna be Whiscash with Mud Bomb buff and Credilli with new rock slides. So check those out. And Glisopod on Tuesday, really, really interesting. Really spammy Pokemon, really interesting to use in the Great League. So that will be Tuesday, and I'm working on, I gotta figure out what else I want to do. So anyways, that's it. I appreciate watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.